You want to start a blog, but all the information out there on the internet is confusing and you're paralyzed because it's overwhelming, right? Today, I am going to cut through all the fluff and give you 3, and probably the only 3 sets of tools that you need in order to start a successful blog. Hey there, bosses. You're welcome to my channel once again. If this is your first time on this channel, I give you tips, resources, and strategies on how to make a living online. If that sounds like your cup of tea, then smash that subscribe button as well as the bell icon beside it to join our community. So the 3 sets of tools that you need in order to start a successful blog are your blog building tools, your promotional tools, and then your selling tools. Let's delve into each one of them. Now, your blog building tools, you need somewhere to build your blog. You need somewhere to build your website. I highly recommend a self-hosted WordPress website. And you can get this by, first of all, buying hosting and then installing WordPress onto your hosting account. I use a hosting company known as SiteGround. They have served me really, really well for the last 2 years. I love them because if I'm having any technical problems, I can just call them up and they're customer response is so fast and they really help you out with anything that you need. So I highly recommend SiteGround. And for about $4 to $5 a month, you can buy hosting. Once you've purchased the hosting, you can go ahead and install WordPress onto your hosting and then begin building your website. All the links to all the tools I'm sharing today will be down there in the description. So I highly recommend that you check them out. The second blog building tool that you will need are WordPress themes. Now, WordPress themes are important because not only will it make your website look beautiful and professional, it will also add a lot of functionality to your website. So I highly recommend them. Now, there are 2 places that I personally recommend to get WordPress themes from. The first place is Creative Market. And Creative Markets, I have a theme that I bought from them and I've used it on my online biz journey blog, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on it. It makes my website look clean and functional and easy to navigate. Highly recommend Creative Market. You can get WordPress themes anywhere from $5 to as much as $49 or even $69 on there. So really you have a wide price range of WordPress themes on Creative Market. Highly recommend for you to check that out. The second place where I would recommend that you get a WordPress theme from is Elegant Themes, and particularly the Divi theme. Currently, my other website, gnontra.com, is on the Divi theme, and Divi has a little bit of a learning curve to it, and so I'm going to link to this video right here. I highly recommend that you check it out. It's from the creators of Divi, Elegant Themes, and they go in depth on how to begin using the Divi theme. Highly recommend that you check it out if you decide to go the Divi route. Now, the second set of tools that you're going to need are your promotional tools. Now, you've created that aesthetically pleasing website. We need to send people to it because you're creating amazing content, correct? Correct. So we're going to need some promotional tools. The first set of promotional tools I recommend to you is social media. All right. It's the obvious choice, social media. Now, here's the thing, the temptation to go crazy with social media is high because there's so many social media platforms out there. However, I recommend that you choose just maybe 2 or 3 platforms, and I did right 2 or 3 platforms in order to get started with promoting your content on social media. Now, I personally recommend 3 platforms. The first platform I recommend is Pinterest. Pinterest is amazing because of the traffic it can send to your website. I've been using Pinterest to drive thousands and thousands of blog readers to my blog every single month. Highly recommend that you create that. If you want a tutorial on Pinterest, check out this video as well so that you get started on Pinterest. I know a lot of people go on Pinterest to look for recipes and look for fashion ideas, but it can be a powerful way to promote your blog by you just creating graphics, attractive graphics that lead people back to your blog. And because it is a search engine, yes, Pinterest is a search engine, you can really create and optimize those images so that when somebody types in a topic and your blog covers that topic, your images show up in the search function on Pinterest and you can get people to come to your blog that way. It's amazing. The second platform I recommend for you to get on is Twitter. And Twitter for 2 reasons. Twitter because you can tweet out your blog post. You can get other people to tweet out your blog post, right? It's really, really simple. And And you can also build relationships on Twitter. Pinterest is not a great place for you to build relationships. It's a great place for you to promote stuff and put, beautiful looking things. But Twitter is a great place for you to build relationships. And this is important because as a blogger, you will be building a personal brand. Whether you like it or not, as a blogger, you are building a personal brand, and you can build an amazing personal brand using Twitter, right? And so not only will you share your blog post on there, but you can talk back to people. You can interact with people. You can jump in on conversations that are ongoing on the platform that relate to the niche that your blog is in. So definitely recommend Twitter as a promotional tool for your blog. And then the third platform I recommend is Instagram. Instagram, once again, that is also another powerful brand building tool. And especially in the age that we're in, right? Yes, promoting your blog posts, and just blasting it everywhere can help. But what is even more powerful than that is when you build a strong personal brand, right? And so once you build that strong personal brand, people will be naturally attracted to the content that you've created, right? And so you'll be telling people, hey, go to my YouTube channel, go to my blog, and people will follow along because you have built this relatable and lovely and amazing personal brand about yourself. And so people will be attracted to that. So IG or Instagram is wonderful for building your personal brand because the only place you can really put a link on Instagram is in your profile. You can't really put links in a whole bunch of places. So building the brand is so important because that can be the differentiating factor that brings you tons of traffic versus somebody that may be in your niche doing the same thing but doesn't have a really strong personal brand. So highly recommend these 3 platforms for promoting yourself and your blog. If this video is making sense so far, give me a thumbs up emoji in the comments below. And then the second promotional tool is email. Yes, email. Email is still really powerful. See, I talked about all those social media platforms and it's powerful and it's great, but the truth is that social media can go away tomorrow. Tomorrow, Pinterest can decide to shut down. Twitter can decide to go away, Instagram can decide to go away. And we've had a scenario where Instagram was not available for 24 hours. Everybody freaked out, right? Right. And so having an email list that you can email at any time, right, and tell them about what's going on in your business, tell them what is going on with your blog, tell them about new content that you've created is so important. And so you will need to create a form that you put on your website that collects these email addresses. Now, there are 2 tools I recommend here, MailChimp and ActiveCampaign. MailChimp, if you are looking for a free option for up to 2,000 subscribers, MailChimp is amazing. ActiveCampaign, if you're looking for a paid tool that has way more functionality, in my opinion, and it's user-friendly, ActiveCampaign is definitely the way to go there. And both of these platforms, both MailChimp and ActiveCampaign, do have forms that you can embed on your website so that when people visit your website, you can offer them something. And they will, let's say you offer them 10 tips on how to lose weight because your blog is around weight loss, or you can even just say, sign up for new updates or something. Even though that's not so effective, I think something is better than nothing. So if you don't have anything to give them right now, just tell them to sign up for updates, and they'll put their name, they'll put their email address. It will come into your MailChimp, it will come into your ActiveCampaign, and you can talk with them one-on-one instead of depending solely on social media, which really can go away at any time. And the third set of tools are your selling tools. I'm sure you started this blog because you wanted to make some money. Am I right? Am I right? Right. So it's important that you give people an opportunity to buy from you. And this is where you may create digital products and put on a platform like Gumroad. And so I highly recommend that you sign up for Gumroad. I have Gumroad and I put my ebooks on there and people buy my ebooks through Gumroad and I make money that way. You can definitely put up courses on a platform like Teachable, and this is also a place where you can create courses for people to buy. If let's say you have a service, you're like me, you're a freelance writer, or maybe you're a web designer, you can do social media management, you want to create a page that sells your services, that tells people, hey, I'm a social media manager, if you want to hire me, email me, if you want to hire me, here's my calendar, book me. And in this case, I would recommend setting up a PayPal account, and you can send those PayPal links to people in order to to get paid. So it's important for you to have buy buttons or for you to have pay portals on your website somewhere, right? So that people can buy from you, people can book you, people can pay you for something that you are offering them. Now, if you guys want me to create a video around creating your own digital products, let me know in the comments below. Now, if you want to create courses, but you don't have a huge audience to promote it to it just yet, I highly recommend that you get on some platforms, some marketplaces. So a marketplace like Udemy or Skillshare, these are places where you can create courses, upload those videos, and people consume, and you get paid by the platform. Now, granted, I have to confess that you won't make as much money on these platforms as you would if you uploaded the course to, let's say, Gumroad or Teachable and sold it yourself, because Skillshare and Udemy do take a large chunk of the money that you make on the platforms, and so you get paid a percentage, but it's not a whole lot. But I highly recommend it if you are just starting out and you don't have an audience and you want to kind of get your name out there. Start on those platforms. It's a good way for you to start making some money and even get into the practice of creating courses and even knowing what people want. So on those platforms, that's really a good place to start if you want to start creating some courses. Now, most of the time when people think about making money as a blogger, people's minds go to Google AdSense, right? And definitely Google AdSense can be a way for you to make money, but it's not the best way, and it's definitely not the most lucrative way. If you enjoyed this video, here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this video. I'm going to post for you. Tag me in your Instagram stories and I'll make sure to shout you out. If you want to watch more videos on blogging and building a business around blogging, check out these other videos.